Next question, or my next topic. There has been a lot of pay-per-views
Mhm.
between. Oh, is that Teague right there? No, that's not. There's been a lot of pay-per-views. Whether it be Hitman Holler, whether it be Pep, whether it be TNC, whether it be Off the Dribble, whether it be Baller's Life, whether it be Nasir Core starting his pay-per-view. Is there becoming an oversaturation of pay-per-views? Somebody take off.
I feel like
Yes.
I, you can go ahead, Freddie. My bad.
Now you could
All
go.
right.
I'm gonna say yes. I'll elaborate.
Yeah, I feel like it's a nuanced answer. The base answer is probably yes, but it's not yes if they're going to matchups that defense one because like these big names that pay the money to get the top players and it's not really a good matchup. Like I feel like that's oversaturation in itself. But if these these new third parties, so to speak,
How the
are
hell?
going to go and offer the money to the matches that we want to see, then I feel like if if BIL, if OTD, if TNC isn't going to do it, then somebody has to. So again, this is all preface based off of like I just saw recently that I think him and Howell was talking about paying Lamar. Like that's oversaturation. Like that's crazy. But if somebody was to pay for I'm saying if somebody was to pay for maybe a Nas versus Lamar, like I feel like that's not oversaturation. So it's kind of it's kind of like a yes and no answer for me, but overall,
Yeah, facts. I really just think it's based on the matchups. Like really picking up off of what they said. The real matchups that we want to see, yes, I'll pay pay-per-view money for, even if it's not on one of those primary platforms, bro. Like if the Blueprint League was to host like Nesco versus Lat, I would pay money to watch that on that platform. You feel what I'm saying? But when we have like LP versus Bird was a good game. You feel me? But I paid more than I paid for TNC 03 to watch that one game. You feel me? Because if I'm not mistaken, the combine was a free stream.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's certain matchups like that to where if that was like $5 or $10, maybe like five is a little bit OD. Like that was more than undisputed, if I'm not mistaken. You feel me? It's
It
kind of
was.
like we line between what's just a good matchup and what's you feel what I'm saying, a season, a YouTube matchup. We got to find that fine.
I agree. I agree with both guys said. It's matchup based though, because I mean, if we getting like Hitman and LP, okay. I guess I guess we want to see that matchup. I don't know, but if guys are doing pay per views and it's matchup that we want to see, no, it's not oversaturated. As long as that's the case. But with what we seeing right now, some of them guys on that card I seen, I'm like, that's not pay per view worthy. Like
Yeah.
just real life, it's not. I understand they probably trying to fill the card up and everything like that, but that's really not pay per view worthy. I don't want to go into names, but I could. But
Hold on.
yeah,
Hold.
it's
Hold the
matchup
fuck.
based. It's
Oh.
matchup
Nah,
based.
we
Oh,
Hold on. That's not what I got him for.
chill. I've been trying to really chill though.
You ain't got
Come
to
on,
chill.
they got Twin on there. That's pay per view. That's pay per view. Twin pay per view. Terry Hosley, okay, cool. Twin, I don't want to see that. I don't. I'm now on pay per view at least. Now on pay per view. I don't. I could be tripping. Let me know if I'm tripping. Let me look. Let me get the card real quick before just real quick, because I seen it. I was like, it's cool, but
Fellas, I'm gonna
it's him.
go ahead, Key. Go ahead, Key. Let you finish.
No, go ahead. I was just looking at
We
the
at the
card.
point. We at the point of a new era, right? So last year
Mm-hmm.
you had introduction of pay-per-views,
Mm-hmm.
and everybody is seeing or thinking they know how lucrative it is based on how much the top guys are making. But what they don't understand
Okay.
is that some companies either break even, get a little bit of profit, or they lose money. We got guys like a Briscoe bragging about how he made 40K, or when Nas had made, or when they showed Nas making his 47K,
Mm-hmm.
you got to remember the stream shut down on TNC 01.
Yeah.
And we had to stream it for free from YouTube. So people don't really know the amount of money that's being lost, made, or broken even on each event. So what these guys are about to learn this year is how profitable or non-profitable this space is. And what's going to happen is when some of these pay-per-views don't make enough money, you're going to have to send them videos right to YouTube real quick to make some of your chicken back. You're going to have to send it right to YouTube to see, okay, bet I lost this amount of money. Hopefully this video could get me 58K views, 70K views, 100K views so I can make some of this chicken back that I paid all the players that's pulling up. Like, that's the reality. Think about it. Lance got a pay-per-view coming up.
He got a pay-per-view coming up?
Yeah.
Where have I been? Well, who
Yes. Lance got a pay-per-view coming up, bro.
Who on there?
That's
The 3v3? The 3v3?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's his stuff.
No, I got that.
That's his, bro. So that's
That's
my
the
whole
thing.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say that's the thing though. With these people who have the idea of how much money you'll make or the publicity, they have the money to fuck around and find out. Respectfully, like
Yeah.
so. This is, and I don't want to beat a dead horse in with the whole politics of it all, right? Because we know what's gonna happen, what's not gonna happen. But when the matchups aren't going to happen that people want to see, these third-party companies, these third-party entities are just going to grab the top name. There's really only 10 guys that it's a consensus. Okay, we want to see them on a pay-per-view. Maybe 10, right? But for sure, it's about 7 or 8.
It's for sure 7 or 8.
But within that 7 or 8, these people who have the money are just going to say, "Well, I'll just pick this one.
Yeah,
That's fine."
yeah.
Then so instead of again, because in reality, it doesn't have to be a pay-per-view. Like the pay-per-view aspect is more of, all right, let me not saying that they clout chasing. I'm not gonna say that. But let me scout some of this publicity and some of this momentum that these players are having into something that I want to create for myself. Now that it's already a proven business model, it's just like every other type of YouTube channel, YouTube trend. Feel me? Like when somebody breaks a barrier and it's successful, copying it because of how successful it is. It's just the way that it works.
Yeah.
So these people are going to, like I said, they're going to pick these people like, okay, let me get LP. All right, let me get Moon. Let me get Scoob.
Whoever's
let me get
hot.
Nesco. Right? Because that's what people are going to do. That's the way it works. So it's up to the bigger platforms to say, nah, we own the market share.
Yeah.
This is not something that you can just come in and maybe if you want to try to rent our infrastructure in terms of a stream and you want to pay us for the streaming services to get the back end right. But we're the people that set up this streaming shit. This is us. So I don't want these players going to, respectfully, of course, I don't want these players going to Lance, Hitman, or whoever. It don't matter if it's feel me, Barack Obama. I would want it to be within, the top 2, so to speak, because this is what everybody's already going to. I don't want to take things away from the TNC. I don't want to take things away from the other side, right? So it's at the end of the day, it's up to whoever to get the things done. But we all know who people want to see. Like,
Freddie, what's your take?
Me? Oh,
Yep.
Now yeah, I said my take, bro. Basically, just like it just depends on the matchups. Like I don't want to pay top dollar to watch a matchup that I could watch on YouTube. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like people understand the whole idea of being in the place is enough to draw certain people in. Like regardless of the matchup, the fact that it's a pay-per-view, it gives you the idea of it's gonna be this top-notch matchup. It's gonna be this superstar matchup, even if the two players involved are not as like as good as the I don't want to say good because everybody on the scene is good, but they don't draw in enough eyes as the top players. So I feel like I don't want to say like a money grab because these pay-per-views don't give me money grab vibes. I feel like they're really trying to put something together for their own communities, but it's not everything can be a view, really.
25 is crazy. I'm gonna just say it.
Go ahead.
25 is
I was
crazy.
waiting.
I'm like,
I was waiting.
I was looking at that. I said
Yeah,
$25.
For one game. I was
Like,
thinking it was just one game,
Yeah,
right?
that's breaking the
Yeah.
the norm of what usually it is. Like I'm 25. Feel me? Like
Yeah.
I, I don't know, and I'm not. And respectfully to other matchups, I don't gotta be respectful because I'm not you, B. Ellis. Paying money to see
Talk, please
30-0
talk. Go ahead.
is insane. Paying money to see 30-0 is insane. And Pep, he feel like he got a good vibe. At 30-0, we paying money to see that?
Trash.
I ain't
Like,
gonna lie. I ain't gonna
are
lie.
we?
No, wait though. Now I'm gonna say something about this. The way they promoted,
Come on.
I'd have
Now the
paid.
promotion was good.
I'd
The
have
promotion was
paid.
Yeah.
great. The promotion was great.
That's because you was doing the promoting. That's
No.
Nah, come on, Jay. The promotion was great,
If I was
though.
sitting in your seat and I saw that, I'd have paid for it. But the LP versus Bird for
I
$20.
say I would pay
Listen,
for things where
listen.
I'm like, I want to see both players.
listen. The LP versus Bird for $25, one game I paid for it. It's still outrageous. It's outrageous.
I didn't pay for it.
I
Like,
did.
I'm
I
getting
want to watch
6 games
LP.
for 20.
I wanted to watch LP. But one game for
I'm getting
25?
6, 7 games. Yeah.
Are we going to a
Bro,
college game? Are we going to watch Kentucky versus LSU?
You know how
No.
mad I was when I turned on that stream and realized that you had to pay for the $25? When I said, I'm looking at the chat like, when is LP gonna play? And then they like, oh, they already played. I'm like, okay, let me look on the channel, try to see where it's at. $25.
Yeah.
In today's Apple markets, I'm saying
Yeah,
like,
no.
what?
That game could have been it could have been a YouTube drop, honestly. Or just a free live stream, honestly. I mean, it really could have. I mean, we knew
Yeah.
what was gonna happen.
But here's my counter argument. If you're a league owner and you want to pay both those guys the money they deserve, wouldn't you ask for people to pay for it?
Are we saying Bird deserves pay-per-view money?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Matchup,
So, like,
matchup.
what you mean?
I'm asking you a question.
Well, we asked you one too.
Not for one game,
Hold on,
maybe $5.
Y'all gotta answer me first, and then I'm gonna answer you. I'm gonna answer you.
Okay. All right.
Y'all gotta answer me first, though.
I say yeah, but maybe $5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like 10 was
Yeah.
cool. $8 cool. A little high school game. You know what I'm saying? That something.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy?
25 was just go ahead.
You all know what's crazy?
What? What's up?
Niggas was crying about that paywall shit when TNC started doing it. Now everybody doing that paywall shit, huh?
But hold on, B. Let's not. But this is what I'll say. This is what I say to that though. Until it's a proven business model, right? People aren't gonna fuck with it.
Hold on,
Like,
say it one
to
more
me
time. I
personally, I
gotta
was
fix
like-
this. I gotta up my internet, bro. Say it one more time.
Until it's a proven business model, people aren't gonna fuck with it regardless. They're gonna feel like, oh, you breaking the norm. So
Yeah.
and it's going to be up to whoever decides to do that to continue providing the quality content, or it to still be worth it, because somebody might buy the 1 month and just be like, oh, I paid for none.
Oh,
I'm
so
saying-
they telling me the 25 also pays for the All-Star Weekend pay-per-view.
That's
That
a lot
makes
more
a lot
fair.
more sense.
That's, yeah,
Okay.
That's,
That's
a lot more
makes a
fair.
lot more
That's
sense.
fair. That's fair.
Okay. All right.
That's
My
fair.
fault.
That's
My
fair.
fault.
I like
My
that.
fault.
I
My
like
fault.
that.
My fault.
That's
That's
fair.
smart.
I like that.
Okay,
I like
cool.
that.
That makes a lot of sense. Because if we were just paying 25 for just one matchup,
That's
So
what
that's
they're
finna get
saying.
spooked.
That means LP.
Well, you gotta be.
That's what they're saying.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, that's a.
That basically means LP versus Bird was $5.
When was
And then
All-Star?
the-
When is All-Star Weekend?
February.
February
Okay.
what though?
Bro, wait a minute. So
don't know.
they're trying to say they paid 25 now for something that far down the line.
I don't know what's going on. So I'm just reading my chat. That's all.
No,
I'm
no.
doing.
I'm just saying. I'm saying, chat. That makes
I'm
sense.
just
to
reading
y'all?
my chat. But all
That
I'm
was-
saying,
that's-
here's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Right. At the end of the day, Cash trying to get paid. Whether we want to be, however we want to slice it, Cash trying to find a way to build a platform while making a dollar. Right. So everybody's starting to do pay-per-views. As a result, some are going to be complete ass, and they will be. That's just a fact. Some of them
It's a
will.
fact.
Some of them will be. And I'm a preface this by saying TNC 01 was terrible at a pay-per-view. and they had to pivot and go to YouTube.
Yeah.
So when I say ass, that go for everybody. Some of them will be ass, and as a
What I'm
result,
saying
you will
is
have to post them on YouTube quicker. Go ahead, Keith.
it would be trash as far as like match wise. Like you talking about matchups, or are you talking about just like in general?
Oh no, I'm talking about for some. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about in terms of like people that are starting to do the pay-per-views and have to learn the production side going forward. Some of them might be. It's a learning curve with everything. Some of them might not be that good at first. I'm gonna support all of them. Any pay-per-view fit, even Hitman's, I'm paying for it. I'm getting it. I don't care. So all I'm saying is that there will be learning curves for all the newer leagues trying to accomplish the pay-per-view goal. You know what I'm saying? Because let me ask you a question. The bare minimum pay-per-view of one camera with a scoreboard, is that enough for you for $25?
No.
I'm not gonna lie. It might just be me alone on this island. It depends on the matchup.
Copy.
I'm
Just
not gonna
one
lie.
camera angle?
If for instance,
Absolutely.
I don't know if this ever happened, but if Nas and Rob decided to be like, you know what, we'll play pay-per-view. It's just us in the gym. Maybe somebody talking with just a scoreboard. I'm paying that shit.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But that's a special case though. I don't want it to just, let's not get it fucked up. If you just sitting here watching this shit saying, oh well, niggas just gonna pay for it. No, I'm not. It's
with that,
specific matchups where it's like, oh, this is really, it's one of those situations where like you said it, other people have said it. If people want to do things on their own channels, on these matchups, they really want it to happen, it can happen. That would be something that would it would be that situation because that's the cards that got to get played. Like, but I'm not if it's from TNC and I tune in and I'm not hearing Cell, I'm not hearing B Ellis, right? I'm not seeing the replays. I'm like, all right, so you just want to decline your service, try to boost the profit margins? Is that what we're really doing?
Good point. I like
Great
that.
point.
I like that a lot. I like that a lot. Any last thoughts on this, fellas, before we move forward a little bit?
Yeah. I think. Yeah, I think that learning curve that you mentioned, you spoke about a few times, I feel like that's necessary and also helpful for these third party platforms because
Facts.
I feel like that's gonna weed out it's gonna weed out the real production and the people that want to make the real matchups happen for the community. Because I feel like if a platform is built for these pay-per-views, like strictly for the pay-per-views, and they start to realize that the profitability is not there and they stop doing these matchups, we get them out the way. You feel me? And we get mad. Like, I feel like, as an example, I think the Blueprint League is going to be a great example
I
of
do
a
too.
platform that really wants to get the matchups that the community wants. You feel what I'm saying?
I
So
do too.
I feel like we're going to see platforms. Yeah, we're going to see platforms like those continue to stick around and give us the platforms that we want. But a random out of the blue platform that wants to try and sign these two players, they don't care about the community at all, but they see the money that it brings. They're going to be the ones that kind of, you know what I'm saying? They get the boot.
So here's my next question. Then. If we're talking about third party platforms, at what point as a company are you like, nah, they got to go develop their own players? Why are you going over there to get that matchup?
once they start stealing like the big, like I don't think that's gonna happen until we actually see one of them pull off something like crazy. So bro, that's a good, it's a great question. But I don't think we're gonna really see that happen until one of these guys, one of these platforms come and say, okay, I want a Nas and Rob on my platform. I'm gonna try to actually do it.
So let me ask you.
Or let's say Nas and Rob, right? That's crazy. Let's go Latinesco. Like that's still a big matchup.
Yes.
If somebody comes in between and gets that matchup, then platform's gonna be like, okay, y'all might have to start trying to do your own thing. It's kind of almost with I watch battle rap. So with battle rap, certain we've heard stories in battle rap of certain rappers trying to rap against other guys, and no, you can't go over there. We can't do it like that. Go find your own stuff, and it's because it's a certain matchup that they want on their platform. So once Like a Latinesco, if a smaller platform come and get something like that, that's when it's gonna raise like red flags. It just depends on that matchup, honestly.
I
It's
also
going
think it
through.
comes
Go ahead,
down.
go ahead, Freddie. Go ahead,
Oh,
Freddie. Talk your shit.
no, yeah. I also think it comes down to like where we have more player born platforms. Like for example, right, Kelly with his own thing with his
Mhm.
MGM matchups, right? MJM matchups. Let's say he was to turn that into a pay-per-view card. I feel like Scotty, and like I don't know Scotty, so I'm not, you feel me? This is just off of my fans' point of view. I feel like he would be cooler with a premier matchup happening over there than on a separate third-party platform that is being ran by somebody that he has no association with at all.
Mhm.
You feel what I'm saying? I feel like if Kel was to run a card like that, he can get some of his production guys to help, and I feel like he'd be more than cool with getting his production guys to help him with that. um Getting maybe even you guys to commentate that, you feel me? But it's where like, if like let's say the Blueprint League, I feel like I keep bringing up the Blueprint League because I feel like that's going to be a really big platform in the coming months,
Most
coming
likely.
years. Certain matchups, I don't know, like he would be a lot less lenient. I mean, he's cool with Nas, obviously, like they go way back, but obviously you want those matchups to either be on TNC or somewhat associated with TNC. So
Mhm.
I feel like that's where it gets a little bit sticky.
So let me ask y'all a question. Let's say a third party comes in and they got the money to book. I don't want to say Nas and Rob. Let's go. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go.
BJ and Bruce.
No.
Honestly, I feel like you're not gonna give a fuck.
You don't think so? BJ and Bruce? Okay, all right. All right, B, come, give us a better one than that
All
then.
right,
Come
man.
on.
All right. Scoob and Moon.
Mm.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. No, no, yeah,
he
yeah.
giving a fuck. I
Yeah,
feel
he's
like
caring.
yeah, but at the end of the day, on I guess the platform's argument side, against Freddie's point, why would I allow these player born leagues, even if you are kind of under me? Why would
Mhm.
I give you the opportunity to take my market share? Like
I thought about that.
when this is a great thing. Like honestly, regardless of how you feel about or how I personally feel about like players not being able to play certain players, I think above all you have to be consistent. Above all, you have to be consistent regardless of who it is.
Who it is?
Because the moment that you start picking and choosing, like I said, the BJ matchup, I feel like Scotty be like, I'm saying people care, but not. It's not like it's Moon.
Hmm.
Then you're gonna
Mm-hmm.
start seeing the public start separating a little bit because okay, so now you're really picking and choosing. With and now it's not your business model. Now it's really you're like you just don't want the people to start saying things and bringing up points about you picking and choosing. So I feel like if it's going to be that we're exclusive and that our players can't play on other platforms and that extends to pay-per-views, keep it that way. If you want to say, all right, Kel can play, I don't know, if Kel wanted to play Cam, all right, y'all can play on Kel's channel. Cool. But the moment that you start, I guess, charging red for money, I feel like that's when the term conflict of interest really starts playing because, like in the regular business world, for instance, for what I do, my company doesn't care if I have my own business.
Mhm.
But the moment I start getting contracts and working with their competitors,
It looks away.
yeah, cut that shit
Yeah,
off.
yeah.
I'm saying so, yeah.
I love it.